Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is a video that I didn't, expect to be doing in this sort of capacity because what we're hearing today is a little bit crazy and a little bit weird. However, not that surprising, let's be honest. But we'll get into the detail very, very shortly. Before we do, couple of things, actually 3 things. Firstly, this video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Make sure you download the OneFootball app, link in the description. All of your footballing needs, just like it's the go-to for me, it can be the go-to for you in terms of your football news, your Chelsea news, other news, stats, team stats, player stats, league standings, cup standings, whatever you want, it's there. Go into the OneFootball app, link in the description, hit that now and enjoy. Secondly, I have uploaded a brand new FIFA Chelsea career mode on my second channel, which you can catch right here. It's getting tasty, and you're not going to want to miss the next episode in a few days. As well as that, make sure you're catching me on Twitch, as I am streaming regularly there now, and we're going to be doing some reactions on the next stream, so make sure you're there for that. And third, I done a 100k unboxing for all of you earlier on, so you can catch that video here as well if you haven't caught it already. But I thought, let's show it again. If you guys haven't seen it, let's show it again. Look what came through the post. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. It's here. It's finally here. The silver plaque in all its glory. I know you've got one like right there, and that's on the set, but this is the actual real one. So yeah. Thank you to every single one of you. If you haven't caught my video already from earlier on, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you for allowing me to have this and for making this happen. Without you guys, it's impossible. So, yeah, much appreciated, people. This is for all of you as well. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, let's get into it. 100k, we're feeling good, but Chelsea right now, a little bit weird, a little bit crazy, because news has come out today. News has come out that some Chelsea attackers are not very happy. What a surprise. It's not like you are not playing like it. I mean, you know, flipping hell. What did I say? What did I say? And not just me. I know Miz, the other side of the coin, Matisse, a few of the other lads as well. Jan had mentioned it. George had mentioned it. We'd all mentioned it, right? Something wasn't right. This wasn't due to fatigue, tiredness. Of course it wasn't. It was never that. You know, it didn't need a flipping Einstein to work it out. You don't need to be a certified PhD student to work it out. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to work it out. It was pretty obvious. You know, those players had their moods that were down. Their characters were down. The way that they were playing was shocking. Some of them couldn't even pass a ball. Well, today we found out that a load of them seem to be unhappy. And they're unhappy at Thomas Tuchel. Okay, so you know what? This is how we're going to approach this. We're going to show you exactly what's been said, what the article that Simon Johnson at The Athletic had published today. So it's not exactly someone that doesn't know what's going on. They are very well connected. But let's get into it, and then after that, we'll analyse it and I'll give you my thoughts. So without further ado, let's see what Simon Johnson has been saying. This is the latest. One source describes the way Tuchel talks to his attackers as brutal. Chelsea's attackers then second-guessing themselves and not playing on instinct. Some Chelsea players have the impression Tuchel picks his team on emotion. Okay. Abramovich made no demands for this season. In the meeting, they discussed a new contract and possible summer signings. Funds for a new striker was promised. Erling Haaland was number one, but the fee was well over 100 million and agent fees and wages. Thomas Tuchel invited the Chelsea squad to a summer barbecue at his new house, a golf day in Surrey, and a couple of very expensive dinners in London. Tuchel communicates well with Marina and Cech and won't show any frustration over signings in public. So, a couple of things that we've learned from this is, and I've got more to show you, so hang about. But the couple of things that we've learned is that, well, Thomas Tuchel apparently is being brutal in the way that he talks to the Chelsea players, and they don't seem to like it. Oh, okay. On top of that, Roman hasn't made any demands for this season in terms of, I'm guessing, expectations. Like, you know, you must do this or you must do that. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Erling Haaland was number one target in the summer. which we couldn't do because of the fee, agent fees, wages. We knew this. His agent's Mino Raiola. Again, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to work it out. And on top of that, in the summer, he invited the Chelsea squad to barbecues, dinners, a golf day. I mean, he treated them nicely. Plus, he doesn't make any frustration over signings in public, but he communicates well with Marina and Petr Cech. So everything's behind the scenes. When he's in front of a TV camera, he won't show you his honest emotion. And to be honest, he's been very transparent with the way that he talks in the media. So, you know, we've got to give him credit, because despite him not being 100% honest as he would be behind the scenes, which is completely normal, and that's the best thing to do, we know that he's probably more frustrated behind the scenes right now. So let's get into the detail from Simon Johnson himself and the article that was written by him in The Athletic, given to us by Simon Phillips. So take it away. The mood among many of Chelsea's attackers isn't good due to the way Tuchel uses and treats them. The situation has grown serious enough for some to start considering leaving in the summer. It's quoted, "In recent weeks, the feeling around the camp hasn't been good." Simon Phillips also goes on to say this: "Unfortunately, this is true. I didn't say much on it when I got told last week. In brackets, I wrote some bits on my website, but not much. But this is similar to what I've been told." Simon Phillips as well, just to give you guys some clarity, who I'm in communication with from time to time. He's a very, very cool guy, and does very, very good in terms of giving us the latest to do with Chelsea Football Club on his Twitter. So make sure you're following him, and on Instagram as well. But he's very well connected now. And he only talks when it's truth. He doesn't lie. He doesn't come up with things that don't have any substance. If it has no substance, he doesn't mention it. So Simon Phillips is someone I trust 110%. Simon Johnson, we know, is very well connected. And if Simon Phillips says it's true, it's true. It's true. And again, I don't expect Simon Johnson of The Athletic to be spouting nonsense either. Because when he writes at The Athletic, he's very, very, very well connected with inside sources at Chelsea Football Club, just like some of the other journalists are. Nizar Kinsella, Liam Toomey, even Matt Law, even though we know that Matt Law likes to tinker a little bit and spice things up. But Simon Johnson is honest. So this is the truth. Some Chelsea attackers feel like it's too brutal, or they're not being treated right, or they're not being spoken to correctly. And they're maybe feeling like, oh, it's getting a little bit too difficult, and I might have to leave in the summer. Here's my take on it, yeah? I'm going to leave this very, very simple for all of you to understand. I'm done with any sort of player power in this club, which is why I'm going in harsh on Lukaku. And I know a few of you think that I'm being too harsh. I know I'm being maybe too harsh, but I ain't taking that risk. I am not allowing, well, from the influence that I have, which is barely anything, I think, compared to the grander scheme of things. And same goes to the other guys. But as a fan, I do not want to see player power at this club anymore. It's as simple as that. And what happened with Lukaku can destroy the dressing room, which is why I'm harsh. I'm harsh because I don't want to see this dressing room torn apart, right? We now know his intentions. And we now know his ego. And we now know what he really wants in his life, his time at Chelsea and whatnot. I don't want that filtering through and being a problem like a cancer would in a dressing room, because that's the potential it has. And I think it has had influence. Now, apparently some Chelsea attackers are not happy with the way they're being spoken to, or the way they're being treated, or the way that they're being managed by Thomas Tuchel, and they're considering leaving in the summer. My message is, if you want to leave, you know where the door is. It's as simple as that. I don't care who it is. We don't know who it is. There are 7 attackers for 3 spots, basically, if we're still sticking with a front 3 formation. You could say 4 if we're playing 2 up top and 2 wingers. But 7 attackers in this team in terms of Lukaku, Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, Mason Mount, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Christian Pulisic. Right? I'm not going to pluck out names that I think it is, because I'm not in any position to do that. I don't have any evidence. We only have what we've been told today, which is some Chelsea attackers are unhappy. And they've been playing like it. Let's have it right. They have been playing like it. It was clear to see that something was affecting them behind the scenes in the dressing room. Something was going on. And now we know. Players don't just dip like that. Just all of a sudden they don't know how to kick a ball anymore. That's not how it works. And if you've been in some sort of football dressing room in your life, even if it's Sunday League, you know the dynamic of a dressing room for you to understand of what can happen in there. I have, luckily, to an extent, not pro, but I've played my fair share, and I think many of you have as well, so you understand where I'm coming from. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand the dynamic of a dressing room. It was very, very clear and obvious to see that something was affecting them. But here's the thing, Thomas Tuchel has done more than enough to prove to everyone that he deserves all the backing in the world, he deserves all the respect, all the players need to be listening to his instruction and what he wants, and just execute it. It's as simple as that. He's not coming as someone that's been like a caretaker, like a Di Matteo, for example, who won the Champions League by bringing the team back together, getting the job done, and then all of a sudden, a few games down the line, he gets sacked. We kind of knew that was the case because he wasn't a fully fledged manager. Let's have it right. Thomas Tuchel is a fully fledged manager. He's got a very decent CV. He's got good backing in terms of what he's done in the past. He's come into Chelsea Football Club, a club that were 9th in the Premier League. In a couple of months, literally, boom, okay, champions of Europe, and you've got top 4, and you've got an FA Cup final. Now we find ourselves with a Super Cup on the way to the Club World Cup, possibly making a couple of cup runs again in the Carabao Cup final. I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want? If that's not enough for players to be able to put their heads down and listen to the gaffer, then get out. It's as simple as that. I've got this issue now with modern day footballers that, the going gets tough, right? It's too difficult. I don't like how I'm being spoken to. Come on, man up. Man up! You are playing at the most elite level in world football. Man the hell up! Thomas Tuchel's not a monster, but he's a manager that knows exactly what he's doing. So listen to the guy. And believe me when I say this, and I think I speak for most Chelsea fans here, we all back TT here. We all back Thomas Tuchel. We need the club to make a statement this summer. Here's the thing. If players want to go, go. See you later. Chelsea need to be able to turn to Thomas Tuchel and go, look, you're backed. We are behind you. If there are any players that want to leave, cool, we'll sort that out with them. We'll look at other clubs that want to come in for them, and we'll negotiate and we'll get rid. We'll look for other players that you want. Let us know in terms of the style or the profile of players that you want. The scouts need to start getting their flipping work on. They need to start showing up in terms of work and actually start plucking out players and start doing some scouting, please. And I don't mean, go and look at Erling Haaland. That's anyone that plays FIFA will know that they have to go and look at Erling Haaland. You don't need to be a scout to realise, okay, go and look at Erling Haaland. You don't need to be a scout. A scout is meant to be able to go to places where talent hasn't been discovered, where players are playing at small clubs and have potential. Maybe suits the way that the manager wants in terms of a signing or in terms of a player in their team. You know, scout needs to be able to go and find unidentified talent. That is the job of a scout. I don't need a scout, or a scout doesn't need to be paid by Chelsea Football Club to go and look at flipping leagues across Europe and start talking about names like Lewandowski. Or, I don't bring me, Lukaku was a prime example. You don't need to be a scout to go and look at Lukaku. You just don't. We all know who Lukaku is, right? We need talent. Look at Man City. They're about to sign Alvarez. Where from? River Plate. Talking about the Aguero region. You know, that's someone that I think is going to fit right into Pep Guardiola's system. Clearly has been identified by Manchester City. They are only paying, I think, about £16 million for him, 20 million euros, and he's about to come to Manchester City in the summer. Boom, they've got themselves a striker who they know they can develop, who they know will fit right into the system, who's come cheap, and is going to prove themselves because they've come from a league they've come from a team like River Plate, coming into the Premier League at the highest level. A point to prove. So that's what you want. You want scouts to do it. So the scouts at Chelsea Football Club need to start, they need to get a kick up the backside and start doing the job that they're employed to do and start plucking out the talent that Thomas Tuchel needs in his team that he wants to build with the system he wants to use. It's as simple as that. And if there are any attackers that don't like it, see you later. If there are any attackers that are willing to stay and put their head down and work, you're more than welcome to, and it's a pleasure to have all of you. But anyone that doesn't want to be here, you're out the door. See you later. The best of luck in your future endeavours, as Vince McMahon and the WWE would tell someone when they release them. It's as simple as that. That's how I feel on the subject. Let me know how you feel. I'd love to hear your comments. Obviously, No rumours. I don't want to start saying, oh, it's this player or that player. We actually don't know. This is just a generic message to the Chelsea attackers. It's as simple as that, to all of them. Either put your head down and start doing what you are employed to do, and start doing what you need to do for yourselves. Have some pride in your job, for your club, for your families, for your teammates, for the fans, for your careers. Do what you are meant to do. If you don't, see you later. You know where the door is. No one's forcing you to stay. It's as simple as that. Thank you all so much. I'd love to hear your opinions on this, so let me know in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you've enjoyed this. Also, happy 1 year anniversary to Thomas Tuchel. Today is 1 year since we employed Thomas Tuchel, and how fitting that we end up with a story like that. On top of that, I know it's also Jose Mourinho's birthday, so what are the chances of that? Hey, Thomas Tuchel was hired by Chelsea on Jose Mourinho's birthday. What a Chelsea connection we got going there. Anyway, thank you all so much. Again, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see all of you later on for my Africa Cup of Nations review for the day. So make sure you catch that. And again, don't forget to look into the description for my second channel on my Twitch. I will see all of you later on. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.